It's Tango back again in Disney Speedstorm, and this is our second video. And today I want to talk about why a lot of people are saying that this is a trash game and that it's not a very good game. And we're gonna get right into it. So one reason, of course, is because it's got somewhat pay-to-win elements. And if you go into the shop, you'll see that, like right there with Celia's Cars Parts, that blue S is the premium currency. And then the H is the seasonal currency. That's why it looks like a Monsters Inc. eyeball. At least I believe we only have seasonal currency. And that's essentially the in-game currency. That's stuff that you buy this stuff with. And you get that through doing seasonal races. You get that through the loot boxes you open in races, and by completing the races. I think by completing the races. I could be wrong with that. I know you gain XP from completing the races, but... And then the other currency is that little mountain looking thing, or, you know, I don't know, you would call it an elf with a hat. I don't know. Elf ears and a hat. I don't know. But that is the multiplayer currency. So those are the three primary currencies. When you go down here and you get a daily each day. Today we got a crew member, Gillette. We got one of him. And you can see there are other crew members. And then you get also multiplayer coins, can buy you a multiplayer item. But it's kind of weird because usually there are items in the shop for premium currencies, but there aren't any in the shop as of today. This is a daily shop, but you can see, and I don't know if the seasonal currency will be purchasable. I know the premium currency will be purchasable. I do not believe the multiplayer currency is going to be purchasable, and I don't know about the seasonal currency. Maybe it will be. I have no idea. But you can see you can get 5 shards right there for Shang. Those will help you unlock Shang or level up Shang. Yeah, I got crew packs here, or crew member shards, and these will help either unlock the crew member or level up the crew member. And then you have level up. They say upgrade. Excuse me. I say upgrade part, but these are the parts you use to level up your character. And then, of course, the other thing your character uses is shards. So we go into our character. Level up items, of course, are your shards. They get you the stars, 3-star, 1-star. Well, start off with 1 star, of course, but all the stars. And I do believe there are sometimes premium items. So, for example, if you don't have a racer, like I don't have either Beauty and the Beast character, you can buy shards to unlock the character. But then you can continue to buy shards to advance towards the next star level. Star level is important because it allows you to equip your crew members, which give you stats. Take a look at Mickey. We'll see here. And if we go over to the crew, you can see Mickey has 3 stars, so he can equip 2 crews. And you see that's giving me 200 for acceleration and boost, and that's giving me 200 for top speed, which makes Mickey OP compared to anyone else that has like 2-star because he already has that. But because the crew members could also be leveled. Let's take a look at one of these guys. He's a much higher level as well. He's 32, but if we look at the crew, he has a 3-star essentially crew member, so you see he's getting a boost of 450 top speed and 450 acceleration. The other drawback is only Monsters Inc. characters can use these crew, which means even though I have, you know, that 3-star and some even 4-star, I think I have 1 or 2, yeah, right there, 1 4-star, it doesn't really matter in helping my other characters because they use their own other crew members. That's going to make it somewhat pay to win. That's part of the problem why the game is being called trash. Because when we hit ranked multiplayer, you have ranks. All right, you have ranks, and lots of games have ranks. It's not a problem for a game to have a ranking system, except a game like Call of Duty or CSGO doesn't expect you to have multiple accounts to rank up. They expect you to have 1 account that you'll rank up, right? So if you have silver and you lose silver, you just earn silver again. You just got to get better. All right. Well, that's not how this works. That's not how this works at all. This is completely messed up. First of all, we're in bronze, which is the first tier, and then we're silver. okay, which is the second tier, which I cannot get any further than MR7, and that's with coming in second place. Because when I come in second place, I get penalized. I get in trouble. That's a big no-no. Second place is not good enough in only the silver tier, okay? I lose XP for coming in second place. Does that sound like a fun mechanic to you? Okay, well, this goes all the way up to NPR 40. Do you understand this? All the way up here to, you know, Ultimate Champion. But it gets better. It gets better. Because not only do we have to go all the way through this, but these have level up items. If you haven't noticed, there's bottles. These are for like starting level up for Pirates characters. And then you'll see shards, okay? Why is that important? Well, that's important because guess what? I need shards to be able to level up my character anymore, to even be competitive. Guess where I have to get shards? That's the only reliable place I can get shards, or I have to get lucky with a gacha system. That's right. You gotta hope you get enough shards out of this thing, but you gotta earn the gold to get this thing. How do you earn gold? Well, there's only a certain amount of gold you can earn each day and through the battle pass and various other means. So you hit a wall. You constantly hit walls. Even though I can level, I can't level. And that's a big problem. Why is that a big problem? Well, because the golden pass. Well, why is it a problem for the golden pass? Because they set up the, you'll see I've completed almost everything in the golden pass. So there's 3 I haven't done there, and there's a couple I haven't done here. Well, what's wrong? Why haven't I been able to do these 3? Because I need a level 20 Pirates of the Caribbean character. What? Why don't I have one? Well, because I don't have the items and I can't get the items. Now, I do want to say that this is only like a starting problem. This problem will fix it'll fix itself eventually through dailies and through other progress. However, at the beginning, it's a problem. And this sort of mechanic shouldn't honestly be in the Battle Pass. And that's the other reason I think this is a major problem with the Battle Pass, because if I can't get my characters leveled up in the, I think, 17 days as of this recording that the game has left, I'm not going to get these rewards. These are Battle Pass rewards I have no way of earning, because it's not a situation where I just can't get the items. There's no way to get the items. Okay, there's no way to level up my character without the items, so I have to hope that the dailies, give me the items I need in the next couple days, or I'm able to get enough gold in the last track, because there is 1 track left, and I'll get lucky with the loot drops. But even worse, the second race in this is the exact same dang thing. Well, what the heck? Now, in the same regard, I could already have had a level 20 Pirates character. I could have had Jack Sparrow at level 20, but the problem is I didn't know I was going to need a level 20 Jack Sparrow the weeks ago that I started playing this game. So the minute I, unlocked Elizabeth, I started leveling her up, which meant, vital level up materials went into her. And now I can't earn anything because I'm being penalized for coming in second place. And there's no other way to get the stuff. And on top of that, because I can't level up these characters, I have no way of getting any further, right? If you can't make your character a higher level, you don't stand a chance in the ranked multiplayer. You don't stand a chance. You're going to get decimated. So the higher the level character, the more crew and the higher the star level, the more crew the character has. So the higher the stats, the better the racer they are, just by default. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So how do they fix that? Well, they could go and do skill-based matchmaking, but we've seen how that works in Fortnite. You got, if you do it and you say, oh, everybody that sucks gets to play against each other, and everybody that's awesome gets to play against each other, that does kind of solve the problem, except everybody that's really awesome at the game just has a miserable time because every single match is against, it feels like a sweat match. It feels like all you're coming across are sweats and pros and tryhards. Well, guess what? To every player that's not very good, a pro is a sweat and a tryhard. Okay, that's what they think about every single pro when they come across them. Oh, look at this tryhard. Look at that sweat. That's what they think. There's no difference to a lesser gamer. But at the same time, that's not fun for the pros. That's not fun for the actual sweats and tryhards. That's not fun for the guys skilled at the game, that every match has to be this nail biter. So what do? You put the other guys in there, but then that balance is off, so it's not fair, and the people that aren't very good never have a chance at winning. So how do you fix it? Well, the way you're going to fix this, and the way Game Law should fix this, is get rid of the penalty. There should not be a penalty in this freaking game for how you place. And as a matter of fact, there should be XP for every single race you run, no matter where you place. And the XP should vary, of course. The higher the ranks go, the higher the XP you should get for doing better, and the least amount of XP you should get for doing worse. But you should always gain XP. Now you're saying, well, that's not how it works. The rank system has to work so that you can gain and lower your rank. Well, no, it doesn't. Do you know why? I'm going back to what I said at the beginning. How in CSGO and COD, you don't have to level multiple accounts. Well, unless you do. Why? Because every single racer has their own rank. So they expect us to not only endure this crap once, but for every single racer, you have to go through this unfair, unbalanced, and literally punishing. You get punished. Oh, you didn't come in first? Shame on you. We're taking away your XP. And even though you're only in the second tier, you're only in silver and coming in second place, takes away. That is ridiculous. That's why people are saying this is a trash game. That's why people are mad. The main reason. Okay, but like I said, each one of these characters has to go up to level 40. They have 40 ranks. There you go. And there's more characters coming. They already announced this. Steamboat Willie's coming with Season 2. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 characters that you have to go through a tier list that you're going to struggle through. Because like I said, if you come in, because these characters are not all level 30s. And the only way to get them to level 30s is, like I said before, you have to get the items from either dailies or the season pass, which, like I said, I can't even get any with. I can't get my chests. I don't have high enough levels to run those races and get my chests. So what's going on here? What's going on? How are we supposed to get our stuff? The thing you can do in ranked multiplayer, where if you get a stopwatch, you just stay up with the pack. And I was lucky enough that I was able to demonstrate it, but not only able to demonstrate it, I'm able to show that the guy in front of me, the Jack Sparrow guy in front of me, he's doing the same thing. He's got a stopwatch. And this takes me from being in like 5th or 6th to 3rd place just by using this stopwatch. So if you can stay with the pack, with the stopwatch, you can cheese a win almost every time. And that's the horrible game mechanic. I mentioned this in my first video, and the way this needs to work is I seriously feel like the stopwatch should never take you closer than 4th place, especially in the final lap. If they want to let it take you anywhere else in the first lap, whatever, but if it's the final lap, if it's a 1-lap race, or if it's the 3rd lap and a 3-lap race, this stopwatch should not take you closer than 4th place, or it's an exploit. I don't think the stopwatch needs to be removed completely, but I definitely think they need to remove it until they fix it. because it's a way to cheat the game. It really is a way to cheat the game. And if you end up with more than one stopwatch, just through randomness, then you have the potential to really blow through the course. But anyway, and the other thing I want to mention is we need more time for the season. Okay, right there, you see the season. Season says Season 1, 15 days and 23 hours. All right, so I want to show something here. Each chapter, Chapter 1, Chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 through 6, has had this setup right here. It's called the Mystery Race. You get 2 tries a day, and there are 3 goals. You get 40 points for winning the race. Loot points are what their cost is right there. Receive a reward every 100 loot points. So you get 40, 60, and 100. So 40 and 60 is 100, and then 100, right? So you have the potential to get 2 rewards a race, 4 rewards a day, okay? So there you go. So you can get all the rewards in like 5 days. You got about a week, within a week. But even if you're horrible, even if you're terrible, even if all you can do is finish this race, you are still guaranteed to get all of those rewards in 10 days. Okay? 10 days. You're guaranteed to get all those rewards without a problem. All right? Like I said, each season has that, or each tour, each track, each chapter. They call them chapters up there at the top. Season tour chapters. So there you go. Same thing. They're all the exact same thing. Chapter 4, there you go. See, 40, 60, 100, right? And they're all the same thing. Well, that's the Pirates one I can't do, but I already did those. And then, see, I'm over halfway with these. Got plenty of time to finish them up. Let's see what happens when we hit to Chapter 7. Chapter 7. Wait, what is this? Now, you'll notice the points change. Now we're at 20, 30, and 50, but you also notice the recommend level is now up to level 23, making the races a lot harder. So if you completely suck, you're only getting 50 points a day, which means you're only going to be able to get 1 of these a day. There are 15 days left. There are 20 items. Anybody that understands math see the problem here? Okay, there are not enough days in the season pass left to get all of these items unless you perform well. That's wrong. Okay, that is absolutely wrong. That is absolutely shady. That's ridiculous. You know, I think this has been up a couple days already, so there better be at least 18 days left in the battle pass. And who knows what is going to happen with Chapter 8. Are we going to have the same sort of loot boxes in Chapter 8? Because if we're going to have the same sort of loot boxes in Chapter 8, this season better get an extension, or they're completely screwing over the people who have enough time to earn everything in the Battle Pass, and there's something seriously wrong with that. I don't know any other Battle Pass, and please chime in if you do. But anyway, so that's it. That's what's going on. And the reason they're saying it's trash is because you lose XP for even coming in second. Like I said, you come in second place on silver tier, which is only the second tier, right? We got bronze, we got silver. If you come in second place, you understand that. That's second best. You get penalized. You lose XP. How in the hell are you supposed to make it through gold and platinum and emerald and diamond and the champion tier? How are you supposed to make it through all of this? And there's a second champion tier. Oh, a third champion tier. How are you supposed to make it through all of those for 40 freaking levels, okay, with every single character? How are you supposed to do that when second place in the second tier loses XP? The grind is ungodly ridiculous. The play is entirely unfair, especially when it's not balanced, and there isn't really any way to balance this. You made it a gacha game. Gameloft made this a gacha game, and it's going to be one part gotcha, one part pay to win. You know, like, your skills are going to always, your higher ranked racers are always going to stomp anyone else. It doesn't matter. A level 5 is not going to beat a level 30 in one of these races because it comes down to stats. You just cannot, your car will not drive as fast. So you say, well, there's regulated, right, where everybody's balanced. That's great, except these rewards rotate. I got 23 hours to get Baloo and Jungle Book stuff. But these are here for, I think, like a few days when they come in. How the hell does that help me? How does that help me get rewards for a specific character when that's just randomized for over a few days? It doesn't matter. But they need to just put XP. You need to get XP, and you need to get more XP in the rank. They need to take away the penalty, because the penalty is just a joke. It is a laughable, ridiculous joke. And the other thing is, if you're like, well, here's what you do, guys, here's what you do. Race, and then if you're going to lose, disconnect. Guess what? You're going to lose more XP if you DC. So you got bad internet connection, don't play ranked multiplayer. You're going to be losing a lot of XP. On top of that, they knew their system was already screwed up. They knew people were going to be unhappy with losing XP, or they wouldn't have put the XP loss in disconnecting. Am I wrong here? Tell me I'm wrong here. They already knew people weren't going to be happy with this. They knew people were going to try and find a way around it, so that's why they put the disconnect XP loss in there as well, which is just horrible. So I just wanted to make this video and point out how terrible this stuff is. And the fact of the matter is, because multiplayer is not balanced, this isn't balanced either. This is the leaderboards for events, but once again, you're not going to get into the, look at this. Look at the top, 32, 32, 32, 32, 30. These are all level 32s, every single one of them. Well, look, we got 129. But these 29s and this 30, you also see they're all using Mike Wachowski pretty much, because he has a stopwatch ability essentially. And the stopwatch ability teleports you. That's why most of these people are all Mike Wachowskis, because his ability is OP. That's the other thing to mention. Not all of these racers' abilities, you know, are the same. A Roar or Baloo throwing bananas behind him is nowhere near as efficient or as good as Mike Wachowski driving through the door and teleporting. Does that mean we should all have the same ability? No, because that means there's only one reason to use one racer, and the rest of the racers are just garbage. And I don't believe that's how the game should be set up either. You should have a fair advantage with every racer, and the levels and the star levels and the crew make it unfair. But at least the game would be fun if we weren't being punished for not being first place. That's what it comes down to. We're literally being punished for not being the best. And does that sound like fun to you? Does it sound like fun to get punished for not being the best at a game? I don't think that's fun. Doesn't sound fun to me. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to mention. And so hopefully, this is supposed to be an early access. Hopefully in the next few days they extend the season pass, because like I said, we don't have enough time to unlock all of the stuff for the chest. So hopefully they do that. Lego 2K Drive just came out. Their season passes don't have time limits. You buy their season pass, you can play through it however you want. You want to finish it next year? Finish it next year. There's no time limit on the 2K Drive season passes. And I almost feel like that's what they need to do with this game, just because but of course it's a Genshin system with loot boxes, so I don't know how they would work that out. Not a Genshin, but a gacha, which that's what Genshin is. Anyway, that's it. Leave your comments down below. I'm sure there'll be some comments. I hope there are comments. I hope people, if I'm wrong about anything, go ahead and let me know down below. Thanks for watching. So long.